Good morning, everyone. My name is Balki. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a faith, fashion, and lifestyle YouTube blogger and vlogger, and you are welcome. So today I want to talk about some good childcare practices that we can all learn from. So about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, a tragedy happened. Davido, we all know Davido, the Nigerian music superstar, lost his son to drowning. And apparently, there were 8 to 9 other house staff with him, and no one knew where he went. He just, I don't know how it happened, but he just went into that pool. No one knew, no one saw him, and they found him about 20 plus minutes later. And that was so tragic. Oh my goodness. Like, I cannot imagine the pain that they are going through, Davido and Chama are going through. So, we're all learning. We're constantly in the phase of learning. That's why we're called human beings, because we're still learning. So these are like few childcare practices that I'm going to share with you. I don't have children yet, but I work in the childcare field. And yeah, so number one, there's something called LOSS. It stands for line of sight and sound. So when you're with children, you should always know where they are. Always be able to see them or hear them. Sight and sound. See and hear all the time. Little kids are mischievous, okay? Especially if they are under the age of 5. They are very mischievous. They explore. They love to explore with their hands mostly and their mouth. So that's why you see babies lots to put things in their mouth, because they are learning about it. They're exploring, and they will go and fidget with something, with a switch or something. So always learn to see, hear children. So even if you know they're in the bedroom and you're in the kitchen, you can at least hear them. Or better yet, you can see them. If they're in the playground and you're in the living room, you can see or hear them. Or better yet, see them always. Because, these little hands and feet, they are quick. They are fast. Sometimes they're faster than you. Okay? And once you catch them doing something wrong, of course, they're going to act dramatic, fall out, and be like, hey, I was having fun. So, of course, they're going to cry and throw fits. But they're kids, and kids don't understand. Don't do that. Don't go there. You have to lift them up, move them away. So, yes, always learn to hear and see kids. And then the second one is childproof everything. Everything has to be childproof. Like, if someone enters your house today, they should know that you have little children around, because you have childproof doors, you have childproof sockets. Everything should be childproof, okay? It just keeps that child safe. It just keeps that toddler safe. So childproof everything. Everything, anything can be childproof. I remember when my siblings were younger, every room in the house had a childproof door. Even my own room, like, it was ridiculous at times, because I had this little itty bitty door and then a big door, so it was very uncomfortable. So it's childproof. These kids nowadays, some of them can pick at that lock, so it has to be very tight and childproof. If I have fine pictures, I will put them on the screen of, childproof doors, childproof sockets, childproof pools, and all that. Anything whatsoever can be childproof. Okay, so let's learn. If you have children, just learn to childproof every single thing. And then my third advice is, if you have kids who are very sensory. So at this age, I know Davido's son, Ifeanyi, was just turned 3 years old. So even though he was like qualified to go to preschool, like, he was still, he was still a toddler, I should say. He was still a toddler. So at this age, lots of toddlers and preschoolers, they find water very sensory and calming. Okay. And I work with little children, so sometimes, if they're having a bad day, we do water play. So you get a sub of water, put some toys on it, and they just play around. Few minutes later, they're calm. It's very sensory. So that's why a lot of kids are attracted to water. They love water. Like, you go into the bathroom and just see one of them just playing with the water. So at this age, they find water very sensory. So if you see that your children are like that, or you have a child like that, maybe learn to sign them up for one of these baby swimming classes. You know, it's a thing. It's a thing nowadays. I cannot swim. But when I do have kids, I want to do that, okay? I want to like sign them up for like a baby swimming classes, and so they can like, know their way around the water. They will teach them how to flip, how to float, until if anything happens, God forbid, if anything happens, they will teach them how to flip over on their back or float until they get help, and they teach them to cry until they get help and all that. It's deep. Like sometimes it's very scary the way they push them in the water, and then you will see them flipping. It is very scary, but it is essential in times like this. Okay, so yes, sign them up for baby swimming classes. And then last but not least, I know in Africa it is very common for unprofessionals to take care of your kids, I should say. Like most of these nannies were never professionally trained, not like over here. Most of the nannies in Africa, they don't know about childcare. They do not know about it. It's just, everyone is expected, everyone has a child. Everyone is expected how to take care of a child. So even if you have 5 kids, you don't know everything. So I feel like if you're going to have a nanny and a house help, which is two different things, but it's considered the same in Africa, let them at least have some type of professional help, professional, how can I say, training. That's the thing, training, and yeah, like, so they will know exactly what their duties are, because that nanny minus the other house help, her one duty was to look after that boy, and she was busy with something. I don't know what she was thinking about. I don't know what the other house staff were thinking about, but she only had one job. Oh my goodness, like it is just sad. It is just sad. So when it comes to childcare, you got to be proactive. Take the initiative and be proactive. So that's all I have to say for today. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Give your thoughts down below if you have any more tips that we can all learn from. Because again, we're still learning. We don't know everything. Even if you have 10 kids, you don't know everything. Okay. So may the soul of baby Ifeanyi continue to rest in perfect peace. I know he's in the bosom of the Lord right now, and may God just grant Chioma and Davido the grace and the strength to go through this, to just go through this, because I just cannot imagine. They always say that the heaviest coffins are little coffins, and it is so heartbreaking. Yes, well, that's all for now today. Have a great day. God bless you. Bye for now. Bye.